Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans, this match is sanctioned by the wXw Championship Board of Directors, represented by Chairman Mr. Christian Michael Jacobi. When the bell rings, the man in charge of all the action happening in and outside the ring will be the head referee of wXw, the man from Vienna, Switzerland, Mr. Tassilo Jung. This contest is scheduled for one fall, with a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the wXw Unified World Wrestling Championship. Let me present to you first the challenger, the man to my right, standing 6 feet and 3 inches tall, weighing in at 311 pounds, hailing from Vienna, Austria. He is der Ringgeneral Walter. His opponent, standing 5 feet and 10 inches tall, weighing in at 220 pounds, hailing from the Soviet Union. He is the reigning wXw Unified World Wrestling Champion, Ilja Dragunov!
wXw Unified World Wrestling Championship match between Ilja Dragunov and Walter is underway. Andy, this is going to be a hard-fought match, especially if we look at the immediate past and we see that Ilja Dragunov won the title in a three-way dance on 16 years ago against Bad Bones and Walter, as well as defending the title in a fatal four-way in London. And again, the match in Dresden, which was quite controversial because there were referees punched or kicked, and
you were there, right?
I was there. It was one hell of a ride, yeah. But I can see Walter's point in not being as clear as he likes it to be.
Well, the thing is, Walter always claims that he's not emotional about his matches, but the outcome of that match told a different story, didn't it?
Absolutely.
And right away, these guys are getting into the chopping.
There's no love lost between them anymore. It's just about showing who is the better man. Enrico, do you think there's a bigger match in wXw?
Than this one, than this confrontation right here?
Yeah.
Well, it is hard to say. I mean, this is a big match, right? These are the two. We've got the champion there. We've got the #1 contender in there. But hey, there's always Andy lurking around the corner. Do not ever forget about that.
True to that, but I think that this man...
He's in the same conversation.
Of course, there are other athletes as well, but this too, with the way they have proven themselves in the last months, have shown that they are like on the top of the echelon. Yeah. When it comes to professional wrestling, and especially in wXw.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Oh, that's going to hurt. Imagine the pain of chopping that corner post, that steel. Oh my God. With an open hand, just chopping away at the metal plates.
Ilja wants to
to win so bad. Walter calls him a romantic. And that's because he so much believes in that whatever challenge comes into his way, he is going to overcome that. He has fought from beneath for several times.
Yeah, it's funny that you should mention that, because Ilja actually mentioned that Walter never had to fight from underneath and always lived a privileged life. Well, you know, due to Walter's, you know, that's all because of Walter's size, you know. He's in the right business, because this guy is huge. Let's be honest, he towers over everybody at wXw and on the international circuit. He is also a very, very, very large gentleman. However, Walter had hard times as well. I mean, this guy went to Japan dojos. You know, he had a really rough time. He fought through all of that. He persevered and came out on top. And right now, we are looking at the current PWG World Heavyweight Champion. I mean, that is saying something, right?
As well as I think he's still also the reigning Progress Atlas champion. I mean, this man is on a roll internationally, and he wants to fight for the Grand Prix. He not just wants to fight for it, he wants to win the Grand Prix.
Walter doesn't fight, Walter kills. And Ilja Dragunov now, clamping on a chin lock, trying to use this rest hold to wear down the big man. Turn it into a modified headlock, going for the wrist now. Ilja.
And he has to do this because Walter's chops that are like atomic A-bombs. Like we shouldn't call them chops anymore, these are A-bombs. He is like a dangerous man, a weapon of mass destruction.
So basically what you're saying is that Ilja Dragunov is taking the most important weapons out of Walter's arsenal.
Yes.
Ring general under siege, but now fighting back. Who says Walter cannot fight back from underneath? Walter now going for that patented choke, that sleeper hold choke that brought him so much success worldwide. Ilja Dragunov now.
And goes straight for the arm because Walter is already a little bit hurt on the arm. Ilja relentless with the attack.
I have to say that Ilja Dragunov is wrestling one hell of a technical matchup right now.
Absolutely. We shouldn't forget about all this madness that sometimes seems to be surrounded with Ilja and all this crazy passion. He is still a technical wizard. He's an all-rounder.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this guy, of course, is known for his grueling matches. Who could forget the series of matches he had last year against Bad Bones, John Klinger. Those were brutal. Those had tables, and those had blood and guts. But through everything, even through defeat, Ilja kept on fighting, and he persevered, fought from underneath. No, he's not the biggest guy in wXw. No, he is not the strongest guy. This guy's built on all the above. He's got a never say die attitude that I personally respect greatly.
And we are talking for fighting from underneath. This time it seems to me like Walter has to fight from underneath because Ilja has found a tactic that has greatly weakened the man that never stops to go.
Absolutely. But you have to understand that Ilja is fighting Walter's game right now. What you're seeing, the holds, the wearing down of the body parts, that's ring count. That's the game Walter is used to playing. What do you think of his dojo wars that he has with Timothy Thatcher? What do you think those look like? And that's just training, that's sparring for these guys. Walter is beyond tough.
The dojo wars between
Ilja now charging. Big lariat. Once again charging. Boom! This guy is dropping bombs and now going for another one. Walter had him scouted, going for that chop. Ilja goes underneath. Boom! Torpedo in your face.
Out of nowhere, but Walter rolls away.
Talking about using your head, Andy.
One. Two.
I have to say that I'm quite surprised how in control Ilja Dragunov is.
Absolutely, he's got a cool hat on him today. not a lot of the madness that you mentioned earlier? Or is he proving me wrong right now?
1.
Ilja Dragunov is, without a doubt, one of the most intense individuals that I ever had the pleasure of meeting.
Absolutely. His intensity, you can see it throughout his eyes. Everything he does is done with passion.
Absolutely, it radiates off the guy. He's greatly motivated. He always speaks about his examples, his role models, great motivators. This guy is a very disciplined athlete, and I respect the fact that he takes on Walter head on. Walter is the greatest threat to his championship, let's be honest.
Yes, he is, and you're absolutely right. You said something earlier that he's going after Walter's second, but now he's going for the sleeper. Oh, can Walter?
Look at this. Look at Ilja power out of it. This guy is double tough. Look at this.
Yeah, but he already prepared the arm, and the arm isn't as strong as it used to be.
Unbelievable. Raping Ilja's legs over the top rope. Just turning it into a neck breaker. That's the experience. That's the veteran experience by the ring general. And I have a feeling that now Ilja is going to feel a sensation that a lot of great men all over the world have felt, and that is getting beat up by the big ring general.
You can see though that Walter is in pain, but as he's a machine, he only knows one word, and that is go, go, and go.
Yeah, that's a guy Walter right there that doesn't slow down for a red light. Look at this, all that weight, putting the pressure on it. What is Walter, 140? This is a big man.
Look at the kicks and this legs.
Those legs are tree trunks, man.
Absolutely.
Ilja now is suffering. Of course he is suffering. But he gets off on suffering. He likes it. Look at this. He is proud of the scars on his body. A lot of them were left there by Walter. Oh my God! Did he take out his ear? What happened there? Did he snap his neck?
He twisted his neck.
Oh my God!
Feet between that, and with the size of Walter, this is really devastating.
I mean, that will damage your neck greatly, but it's also cauliflower ear city right there.
Yes, absolutely.
Cauliflower Alley Club all the way now as Walter is aggravating it, indeed intensifying his assault on Ilja Dragunov. Andy, I think that Ilja is in for a world of hurt right now.
You see the neck crank now from Walter on Ilja.
Look at Ilja suffer. Look at his eyes, they're just almost popping out of his head. Walter puts on the pressure. Ilja sends him running. Well, look at this.
He doesn't care. No,
the lion tamer.
Look at that. Look at how
look at that lion tamer. And look at the variation, turning it into an elevated Texas, globally almost an elevated single leg Boston crab. Walter is destroying Ilja Dragunov with his bare hands.
Like I said before, this is the Grand Prix of professional wrestling, and both men want to be called wXw Unified Champion.
That's Unified World Wrestling Champion, indeed, Andy. That's it. That's the goal. That's what everybody strives towards in this company. If you do not want to be the champion, you do not have any business being here at wXw, because these boys play for keeps. These boys play for the big goal.
Yes. What a brutal display of violence from Ilja.
Ilja's matches are always so violent, and
did you see the snap on that DDT?
I do not care how hard your head is or how hard you think that your head is, but nobody gets up from that. the strength and size and weight of Walter, everything came crashing down on the head of Ilja Dragunov, and that neck just twisted, that contorted.
You see pain in Ilja's face, but Walter is relentless.
Is Ilja Dragunov indeed unbesiegbar?
We will find out.
Walter now ripping at the padding in the corner, ripping the padding of the turnbuckle.
No.
Oh my God. This is illegal. Ref, come on, Taz.
Baby Jesus.
Let's go. Do your job, Taz. Get him up. Nice job, referee, but the damage might have already been done to Ilja Dragunov's head and neck area. What are we seeing?
Rico, I'm asking you, is this ring Kampf?
Well, I have to say, ring Kampf also means win by any means possible. And that is what we're seeing here right now. Who am I to lecture Walter on what it takes to be successful?
Absolutely.
This guy has achieved great success worldwide. He is on everybody's radar. All large promotions want them some Walter. Walter knows what works, and he knows how to get the job done. And that's what he seems to be doing right now, Andy.
Yes, Rico, you're right. We shouldn't forget that he's the record holder of the wXw Championship.
How many days are we talking here?
I'm talking about the times he has won it. I think.
Yeah, how many days did he have it?
I don't really know, but I know that he won it 3 times.
Let Google be your friend, Andy, as both men collide with a lariat. Both men are still up. It tells you something about the toughness possessed by both individuals. Oh my God!
You see, Ilja's butthead nearly got punished. Ilja's never say die attitude. He eats one big hook and he eats the second one.
Let me tell you this, Andy. You talk about him having a never say die attitude, but that doesn't help you very much when your head gets kicked off of your shoulders clean.
Yes.
Maybe he wants to go.
Look, he even spit on Walter.
He is defiant in the face of adversity. That is what he is. Indeed, never say die, but when Walter gets his hands on him and snaps his neck, there's really no chance in hell.
Izugiri and Walter tried to block it, but his hand got hurt with that, and again, that is how Ilja
slam! My God, where did he get the power and the energy? The stamina, the endurance,
pain in the neck.
the toughness of Ilja Dragunov is unparalleled in wXw right now. Ilja drives, here he comes, drop-in bombs.
Is this going to be enough?
1, 2, no! The ring general still lives to fight another day, and he does it straight away as he grabs the Ilja Dragunov's head and neck area with that sleeper-type clutch.
And it's really a clutch if you look at the size of Walter's arms. But
you know what? This is good technique by Ilja. He keeps moving. He keeps on wiggling. Now he's got a sleeper on of his own. Ilja just keeps on wiggling out, and that's what you have to do before the big man puts his weight and the pressure on the neck area. But this is genius. This is great technical wrestling by our champ. What is Walter doing now?
that is what I wanted to ask.
I don't know who got the worst of that, Andy.
I can't tell either.
Desperation on the part of Walter. Ilja seems to be on Dream Street. The Giant is stirring once again. The ring general is on his feet. And now he's just kicking down with those massive boots.
And Ilja.
And again. Walter is a master of that rear naked choke sleeper. And Ilja Dragunov just fighting Walter hole for hole. Walter now
he's taking some.
Look at this!
German suplex, something out of Walter, but Walter's still not down. He's still not down.
Unbelievable.
From Moscow.
Unbelievable. Andy, we were talking about Ilja Dragunov taking a page out of Walter's book. Well, two can play that game, obviously.
It's a great movie, by the way.
Yeah, you're right. Big Walter.
These two men have shown that they're willing to go the extra mile, that they're willing to go through every pain that is there. They don't care. They want to win. They will fight till the very end.
Look at Ilja. Look at Walter. Look at these two men. Look at this. Here we go. Is this what it comes down to? It had to. Look at Walter. Give him a couple of free shots. Walter's tough.
See his arm. Is he going to use it?
Oh, no!
You see, he played possum on him. He played possum on him.
Indeed, Andy, a very intelligent maneuver as Walter is still favoring his hands. Those large dish-sized hands that he uses to chop the skin of his opponent. And can you believe Ilja Dragunov is taunting Walter to bring it as he brings it?
Walter shouldn't have thrown the jump, and now Ilja is using all of his strength, but Walter's grabbing for the ropes.
And Walter now lands on the second rope. Ilja setting Walter up in a powerbomb position. Right bomb. Andy, this is incredible. Shades of that unbelievable matchup they had in the main event of wXw 16 karat gold. It's sinked in deep. It's sinked in deep, Andy. Oh my God! He's got him in a rear naked choke. The legs are sinked in. Does Walter have him trapped sufficiently enough? Ilja's still fighting. Oh my God! That injured hand. That hand that he softened up throughout this entire match. So this was the strategy of the madman.
It has become a real handicap for Walter. And without his right hand, he ain't the same. He ain't the same.
This is true. This has become a large weapon, but do not count Walter out just yet. We saw those kicks. We saw those lariats.
I have to really say, if you would have asked me now who the winner is going to be, I would have to tell you I don't know.
I do not have a clue, to be honest. I do not have a clue as well, Andy. This could go both ways. We could see the championship change hands, but we could also see Ilja Dragunov retain as he has left. Oh, unbelievable, Andy!
Rico, can you believe in miracles? We just saw one.
And both men now fighting for supremacy. Walter now putting it, oh my God, a one-handed powerbomb. A one-handed powerbomb. Walter now going for the definite pin down right yet. Again, that elevated Boston stomping on the head of Ilja Dragunov. Walter now squashing Ilja Dragunov's head like a grape, like a fly. This could be it. This is it. This is it. We're going to see a new champion. How exciting is this, Andy? We're going to see the title change hands.
I can't even see
right here. There's no way. There is no way that Ilja Dragunov gets up from this. What, he's still going for that hand? Oh, he's out. He's out, Andy.
Walter is relentless.
Oh my God, he's just going old-fashioned on him.
Bells will be ringing.
Shades of
Ilja.
Shades of Andre the Giant. Just overpowering your opponent with your size. Well, definitely Ilja is fighting from underneath today.
He's going to go for a lariat. He misses it.
Oh, look at the hand around the throat. But that hand was weakened. That hand was softened up. That weapon has been taken from his arsenal. Oh, that chop. Was that it? No. And Walter gave it everything he had. That hand must be sore if it's not broken, Andy.
But you see no quit in him, and not even 1 ounce of quit in Ilja as well. How are we going to fight a winner?
We have to. This match has to have a winner, but I tell you who the winner is right now. Each and every one of these people sitting here, watching it, they are the winners. We, the spectators, we are the winners. This has turned into an unbelievable match.
And again, Walter going with kicks to the neck, stomps to the neck, stomping on him.
Ilja just keeps on coming, man. It doesn't matter if you pour gasoline over this guy and light a match, put him on fire. This guy just keeps on coming at you.
But Ilja also doesn't fall down.
Oh! Did you see him spike him on that crucifix? And Walter, oh my God, that transition. Again, going for that arm. Going for that injured hand. Walter now.
Is he going to tap? Is Walter going to tap?
Walter now trying to go for the ropes. The referee is even moving out of the way to give Walter the chance, but no, Walter is tapping. Walter left. Ilja Dragunov retains in amazing fashion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and still the wXw Unified World Wrestling Champion, Ilja Dragunov! The wXw Unified World Wrestling Champion, Ilja Dragunov!